Hello guys, hope you're well. First of all, if you haven't checked my Instagram, please do. It's Taylor Winters FTM. You'll find me there. You'll see some photos from before my transition and after. I'm still quite fresh, so evolving every single day. In today's video I want to talk to you about my first memories as transgender and how I started to identify myself as transgender, and of course how did I came to the realization that there's something different about me and that I don't necessarily express as my gender role. My first memory would be, I think I must have been in kindergarten. I think I was around 4 years old, something like that, 4 or 5 years old. One of my teachers caught me in the ladies' room. I was in the cubicle, the door was open. I was actually trying to pee like a guy. So of course, she was a bit shocked. Not necessarily that type of thing is normal. Probably some girls try to do that when they're younger because they think, oh, why the guys have something extra that they don't have, maybe, but obviously it's not a common thing, you know. So she got all weird about it and then told my parents. Obviously my mom wasn't so fussed about it, like, oh, this kid, she didn't really try to put me to do things that I didn't want to, or to dress me in a certain way, or no, none whatsoever. So that would be one of my first memories. And then as I was growing up, I started realizing that, oh yes, I do have female friends, but I wasn't seeing them necessarily as friends. I think I was starting to be more, I was having crushes. So I didn't see them as friends. Obviously, I wanted more. I wanted to kiss them, but somehow I knew that was wrong. You know, they've been telling you, oh, it's from a certain age that you see, you know, it's male and female, especially from my country, from where I'm from. They were and are, I think, quite strict, and they're not so open about this whole transgender thing or homosexuality or, you know, everything that relates to the LGBT. And I didn't do anything about it because I was telling myself that it's wrong, and I don't have to really do that. I can't do that because it's against nature, obviously. As I was growing, I ended up actually in high school when I think I have the first real experience with a girl. But before that, when I was in primary school, around 13 or 14, I started to develop different relationships with girls, and even to have some sort of, I wouldn't call it like necessarily romantic relationship, but I had my first kiss. I think I was 13 when I had my first kiss. It wasn't forced, it just came naturally, you know, even though the girl at the time, she wasn't identify herself as lesbian or bisexual. We didn't knew this whole concept then. At least I didn't knew about it. I'm sure the people around me didn't knew about it, because if they would have known, we would have had conversations about it. Yeah, so that first kiss happened, first sexual encounter, sexual relation, whatever, however you want to call it. Yeah, that happened. That was quite weird, because obviously it's new, and especially when you're transgender, it's completely different. And when I got to high school, I started to experiment more. So I was having girlfriends, but not really girlfriends, because you know how people tend to be embarrassed, especially when you come from a country that's not so, like I said before, that's not so open. And obviously I wanted to be like a normal person. I wanted to be able to go out and with the girls that I was seeing, and I wanted to hold hands, and but this whole embarrassment thing always came up. Oh, what if that person sees us? What if that person sees us? Like, it's not normal. And some of them, I met some of the girls, they were really, they were trying to, um, not necessarily hide, but they were trying to refute what they were feeling, and because they were telling themselves that it's not normal. Now, I passed on that stage, and I was actually doing something that I wanted to do, not what the people were saying is normal or it's right or it's wrong. There's no such thing. And I did try to explain myself to some people who were more curious, maybe. They were asking, why do you look like a boy? Why do you try to be a boy if you're not? Why? Regardless of what I was saying, that I don't feel a boy inside, a girl inside, sorry, I don't feel a girl inside. They just didn't understand. And of course, probably if I was in their shoes, I wouldn't understand either. But at least I tried, you know. And later on, when I had my first long relationship, I was around 17. The girl I was with, she was afraid to tell her parents what to deal with me. And of course, if they would have looked in closer, and some people, they noticed that I have a feminine face and etc. And the voice, my voice wasn't so deep back then, obviously. I always had a deep voice, but now it's a lot deeper. If you go back to my Instagram, I think I have some videos there, and you will just be shocked of what testosterone can do. Anyway, I didn't even try to to do anything, because at that point I thought that there's nothing I could do. I didn't quite inform myself or did research or anything else. So I kind of like got into that point that I was just living the life, and I wasn't bothered really, even though I wanted more, but I thought it's not possible. Yes, that's, and I think that you guys, I'm sure there's some people there, quite a few, that they're thinking, oh, there's nothing I can do, so I'm just gonna settle for how I feel now. I'll try to do my best considering the situation, but don't. If you feel that there's something there that you don't feel right in your body, if you really think that and you're 100% positive, do everything about it, because it's your life. You want to live your life how you feel inside, yeah, not how people perceive you on the outside, on the exterior. So I'm bothered about the physical aspect, obviously, and I don't believe it when people say, oh, I'm not really bothered, because I did met people who are transgender, but they just don't want to do anything about it. They settle, they're like, oh, I'm okay the way I am, and then you see them using binders, and then you see them covering their chest, and then how can you tell me you're okay with how you are, when obviously you're trying to hide something that you feel that it shouldn't be there. So please guys, just do whatever you can. If you need information, if anything, just send me questions, send me messages on Instagram. I'll try to help as many as I can, just with pure information. And even if you want to do it quickly, I'll give you all the information you need. There's no such thing as doing it quickly, only the process. You can start the process quickly, getting your papers sorted and everything. And please, for you guys who live in England, just go see your GP. Go tell them that, look, I don't feel well in my body. I feel like I should be a guy. Can you help me with that? And they will set everything in motion. Of course, there's a few steps, but please guys, please do that. It's your life, and you need to step it up. If not, nobody will. People can say, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that, and you say, oh, yeah, I'll do it a bit later, and later. Don't. It's never too late, but don't postpone it, because the more you start this process, the more happier you will be. Please, guys, just understand this, okay? So I'm here for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check my Instagram too. I'll see you next time when I'll think of another helpful topic to talk about, because I know it's really sensitive, but I really am. I started this whole thing just try to help people get in your heads. All I want to do is help. I'll have some funny moments too, funny videos, whatever you guys suggest, I'm up for it, okay? I'll see you next time, guys. Until then, stay safe. Bye.